Despite a record crowd of 29,410 at McDonald Jones Stadium urging their team on, the Jets simply couldn't overcome this experienced Victory side, eventually losing the grand final 1-0 after Kosta Barbarouses' controversial first-half goal proved decisive. It was almost the perfect story, last season's Wooden Spooners with a chance to claim the title just 12 months later, but the dream was spoiled by Kevin Muscat's victory. Disappointment, Misfiring Jets left wondering what if grand final Hotto are not, a league grand final player ratings watch, Jet stars shocking kung fu blow Merrick, what's the point of the VAR, that's not to take anything away from the visitors, who have become the A-League's most successful team by claiming their fourth championship. And to do it, after finishing the season in fourth place is some achievement, even if the final series isn't the most accurate reflection of the season as a whole. Newcastle Jets striker Roy O'Donovan after missing a chance. Source: Getty Images. The Jets, led by Ernie Merrick, can be mighty proud of their season, and there wouldn't have been a single Novocastrian leaving the stadium on Saturday night who didn't acknowledge that fact. It was a proud night in the Hunter, and the buzz it created in the region will leave a lasting legacy. Unfortunately it ended in ugly scenes. Roy O'Donovan sent off for a hideously high boot on Lawrence Thomas. Thomas's wonder double save 0-23. Indeed, it was the Jets against Thomas for much of the game. The home side created the better opportunities in the first half, with Ronnie Vargas and Demi Petratos in particular showing the type of form that has defined the Jets all season. Newcastle's Jason Hoffman and Melbourne Victory goalkeeper Lawrence Thomas in action. Source: Getty Images. But there was just no way through the gloves of Thomas. After a flurry of chances, the Victory goalkeeper first kept out Roy O'Donovan's effort, before he turned into a version of Gianluigi Buffon later in the half to deny Riley McGree, then somehow managed to deflect the follow-up from Jason Hoffman. Melbourne Victory goalkeeper Lawrence Thomas makes a fine save. He won the Joe Marston Medal for Man of the Match. Source: Getty Images. Led and inspired by Thomas, the Victory's defense was impenetrable. But they wouldn't have gone into the break without a touch of fortune, and it came through the VAR. In the 9th minute, Barbarouses gave the visitors the lead via a deflection off John Coutrumies, after a Leroy George free kick was headed down to him by James Donachie. Donachie was clearly in an offside position, but the goal stood despite the VAR's intervention. It was a clear and obvious error, so the decision was a baffling one. Newcastle Jets goalkeeper Glenn Moss watches as the ball goes in the net for Melbourne Victory's goal. Source: Abstel. There was enough time in the first half for the Jets to get themselves back in the game, but with the Victory sitting so deep it was tough for the home side to break through. Melbourne Victory players celebrate their grand final win. Source: Getty Images. There was a slight drop in pace from Victory in the second half, hardly surprising after the previous weekend's effort against Sydney FC left them spent both physically and emotionally. But they made up for it with experience by thoroughly closing down and nullifying the Jets. Melbourne Victory 1, Kosta Barbarouses 9 meters, Newcastle Jets 0 at McDonald Jones Stadium. Crowd, 29,410. Referee, Jared Gillett. The latest sports news, in your inbox.